Greetings, YouTube. Thomas Jackson here. I almost had to rescue Charlie from the river. I thought he was getting out there way too far. He was trying to get a football into his mouth that he found, and instead of getting in his mouth, he was pushing it out and following it. I was starting to unass all my gear and getting ready to dive in when came back. So anyways, here's my topic. I'm going to confess something to you guys. I just snorted. I'm leaving that in. Okay, here's my confession of the day. I have an absolute, unbelievable, gut-wrenching, completely illogical phobia of bees. And when I say bees, that includes anything that can fly and is armed with a stinger. So I call hornets, yellow jackets, black bees, honeybees, bumble, all of them are bees. I am not proud of it. I would and have faced armed men in combat, and I've not had half the fear that I have if a yellow jacket starts buzzing around my face. And I'm ashamed to say that I would absolutely throw an infant between me and an approaching bee, and I would have no remorse if the little baby got stung. I would grab an infant out of some mother's stroller and hold it between me and the approaching danger. So, hang on a second. Got a car here. Okay, so people's first question to me is, are you allergic to them? The answer is no. However, when people ask me, I usually say yes, because that way it somewhat justifies me being, acting the way I have. If I push some old lady down trying to get away from a bee, I tell people that if I get stung, I'll drop dead. Then they're more likely to forgive me for injuring their loved ones. So, I try to improve myself and I try to get past some of my fears. I was actually going to go to a beekeeper and have him cover me with live bees, just to, how you see people do that. But I don't know, man. I still have the guts. Not now. So anyways, I wake up because one of the questions I've always had is those big, fat, black, loud bees that look like Apache helicopters. I mean, these bees are so fucking big, they've got tattoos and shit. I always hear different things about whether or not they sting. Some people call them stump fuckers because they live in stumps. Some, they live in telephone poles, blah, 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 blah. Oh, they don't sting. Oh, those are bumblebees. They're so loud and so scary. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier. I decided, fuck it, I'll look it up. So I looked it up on Wikipedia, and there they were, man. The ones that are always circling around my fucking head, causing me to soil my freaking Joe boxers. So I looked it up, and here's what I found out. I think they're called like the Eastern Black Bee or something. Oh shit. Talking about bees and something's landing on me. So what you do is you look for one of those big black ones, you look for a square white face. Those are male. The all black ones are female. And what they say is a little bit of a mixed message. They say that the males won't sting you unless you step on them or hurt them or something. But they have, mandibles or something. They bite other males. I don't know. But that they're very curious about humans. And if you think about it, they're always with their big legs hanging in front of them. They're always getting in your face to look at you. And it shows somebody holding one. Now the females they give the impression they're more likely to sting you because they have stingers, but they typically have to provoke them. So I trust the males more than the females in every species. Just kidding. So anyways, Sure enough, I'm walking Charlie today, just about 10 minutes ago, and I'm crossing this little footbridge, and they're like the freaking troll, you know, they're always there. There's this big fat black bee hanging about eye level. I turn on my camera and I start filming him, and he's got the white face. And I'm pretty proud of myself, man. For the first time, I didn't run. I just followed him around with the camera as he's... And then he got bored or tired of looking at my ugly face, and he flew away. And I guess I just wanted to share that with you, man. I feel like I reached and crossed a pretty important milestone in my life. Am I the only one that's completely terrified of bees? I mean, look, anything that is armed, can fly, and is able to make decisions, that shit scares me. You know, I've seen fucking bees flying along and literally take a look and like just peel out of the formation and come after me. They know you're afraid and they capitalize on it. Anyways, how about you guys? Got any weird phobias or fears of bees? LMS Tactical, hope you're doing good, and I'm out.